Hi guys, welcome to Marnie's TV Zealots. My name is Denise and my partner in crime is Mary. Tonight we're here to talk about Krypton, House of Zod, episode 5. Mary, say hi.
Hi, thanks you guys for watching along with us. Did you know we are only 8 subscribers away from 200? When we hit that number, we will do a giveaway and we're going to give somebody a loot crate. So be sure to tell your friends to subscribe, and I'll link the video so you guys can join in. But like this video, subscribe to our channel, and let's get into it. Man, I really loved and hated Jaina's whole arc in this episode. I'm going to be picky and say I just don't like seeing Black people hit each other.
No, I mean, I can see how that would pose a problem. Go ahead.
Yeah, but at the same time, this was really digging into the kind of person that she was. The House of Zod has to be ruthless. The House of Zod doesn't, they don't second guess themselves. If it's between your family member and the goodness of Krypton, no question. Jaina reminds me a lot of probably Okoye from Black Panther. Like, she's a general for a reason. Like, she runs this. So I thought that was interesting. And we hadn't seen her father. The father figures, it's just been like Lyda, Jaina, like the mother, the women leader. So it was nice to see Jaina's father. But she basically is on this mission with her brother, and they are to survive going up into the Badlands and make it back. And, he was like, this is a test. This is the true test. So they get all the way out there. The oxygen is so thin. There's only one respirator. And her brother takes the first swing. He's like, all right, there's only one respirator. This is the test. Whoosh, he misses. That was his mistake. And so she knocks him out, leaves him there, takes the respirator, and makes it home. And through these flashbacks, she's fighting a man that is roughly her age, like in the exercise room. And I mean, this difficulty is high. It's heavy. Like, this is some serious hand-to-hand combat. It is so insane. And I'm like, did she just like go back and save her brother and hides him like in the gym? Like, what's going on? But it turns out it was just a hologram. And she's basically trying to kill that guilt that she still holds every time. So she has to bring that program up that has her brother's face on it. Man, this was so deep and amazing. Really was. So then, I mean, she decides that she's going to give up Krypton for her family and basically kind of sells her name to the Vex house so she can barter a release from, Lyda being executed. Like, that arc was nearly flawless. Like, I really like the development they gave House of Zod in this episode. So let's do Lyda's arc, and then I guess we could go on throughout that.
Oh my gosh. I mean, Lyda, the poor girl, just has to sit in the prison and just, she's doing the most with the least. Like, exactly. I really enjoyed her arc. You got to see her, be strong, but she still had that vulnerability to her. And I really, I like the fact that Devin as well as Sig both, just laid it all out there. He was like, look, ma'am, I love you. And I mean, it was a beautiful thing to see. My shipper heart was overfilled and overjoyed and all of the overs because I don't know who to ship.
Oh
Who?
my God,
I don't
right?
know what to do because I feel like Devin is a really stand-up guy. He's great. He has that compassion. He supports her. He, kind of, he lifts her up and he's just there with whatever she needs.
Oh yeah.
And he's doing it like he said, not out of loyalty, but because he loves her. And
Mhm.
it's like, man, I feel like Sig is a little bit, the underdog in this because, well,
Yeah.
one, he didn't have rank, he didn't have the freedom to move about as Devin has. But I feel like Sig is definitely in the fight for her and with her um, on a lot of, aspects. I mean, man,
If
I
it
don't.
wasn't for episode 3, I'd cape for Zeg a little bit more. But he's just like, ugh, I need a minute. Leave me alone. And then episode 4, he gets her in trouble. I'm like, look, decide. Decide. Do you want her around or do you not? Like, please. But he's going through a lot. I'm trying to be understanding. Devin is fine. Okay, this is my problem. If they wanted us to ship her with Seg, should have got somebody ugly for Devin. It's too late. I love him. I love, man. You can't, those light eyes, like, it's my weakness.
I can't deal with it.
Ooh.
I will say he's not bad to look at.
Okay.
Um you're right. They should have gotten somebody who um
Maybe someone she had less chemistry with. They're
yes.
really their scenes are really good together. Even when they're not even saying much. They're
Mm,
really great together. Oh, they're so cute. Okay, I'm sorry.
we just gonna have to make them a new throuple. But anyway,
All right, fanfic, do your thing.
right, do your thing. Okay. So anywho, Lyda believes that she is going to die and she's gonna do it with honor and like in the Zod name, we don't bow to anyone,
Mhm.
we are here. She had that, she was like, yes, okay. Meanwhile, Nissa is like, still trying to get Jaina to
Mm,
do as she wishes. She's like, you can stop this at any moment. You can do it. All you have to do is just back us and, be loyal to us. And she's like, all you using all wrong. You using, as I always say, you using only wrong.
come
Like,
on now.
no, that's not all. All I have to do is give up my self-respect, my dignity, everything that makes me who I am. So I totally get her frustration and her hesitance in just, giving them what they wanted. But in the end, she does do it to save her daughter. And I was all good with her decision until she talks to Lyda and she's telling her, you were always my greatest joy and now you're my greatest shame. And I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. Like you're ashamed of the person who had the least to do with this.
Exactly.
Why? And I feel like it's because she truly believes that her relationship with Sig is what put her in crosshairs
Mm,
with Vex. But it's like, no, they were looking for a scapegoat and anyone would do. And Vex probably not probably offered her up
yeah,
because he wanted you, to use her as leverage to get you on his team. So it's like, who should you be mad at? Not
exactly.
Lila. You shouldn't be, have this rift between you guys because of your decision. Because at the end of the day, she could have died and everything you could have kept your self-respect and dignity and all your pride and House of Zod and everything that you felt you needed to do. in that situation. But
Exactly.
you at the end of the day chose to save her life. So, you know, I felt a way about it.
Yeah, I totally agree. Another thing could have been the fact that she had to give in. She's like, I had to let my brother die. I couldn't let my daughter die. Like, this is my greatest shame. Like, I'm a failure of a God. But yeah, that was a really heavy moment that I also did not like. After all of this building up of Jaina that we had in this episode, this kind of just like, boom.
Right. It dropped her back down for me.
Yeah. So she is still really complex. I really still am enjoying her.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's so many layers to her. And the more I learn, the more I like. It's just like I said, I didn't like her the way she handled that situation with Lida when she was the one who was totally innocent of everything. It was like she had the least.
And they ended up as a sacrificial lamb, giving up Corvex's girlfriend, who was lying about shooting the other guy. They were making out or whatever, but then when they set Lida free, they had to kill the other
Can I
girl.
say that was really creepy for me? Like
Oh, yeah.
he was more than half your age. Like,
Yeah.
sir. Okay.
Noted. I mean, she had to die. There's just
Well, no. I'm not mad she died. Not at all. Anyway, poor Seg, he is stuck in the Outlands. He was trying to do a good deed and save the Outlander girl from that prison, and he takes her home through those same Outlands that we saw Jaina going through, with the thin air and just really horrible conditions. And he gets there, and all of a sudden they're surrounded, and he's like, look, I helped her, I saved her, I risked my life. Look, I was shot at, I was
right.
he was pleading his case because he was like, I'm trying to make it, and they decide, I don't know why they decide. They're like, well, okay, we got to figure out what we're going to do with him. And they're
Right,
like,
because he
but
was
we,
an L? Like,
yeah,
what
it's
had they
something with
been
the
for?
L's can affect their way of life. They didn't go too deep into it. I feel like we're going to learn more as the episodes unfold. But he's like, yeah, your family, has the power to bring it all down, and we can't let you leave. But he does escape, with very, very, very thin, low oxygen in a mask. And he's like, just
Right.
trying to make it. And oh my gosh, he finally contacts Strange, who has been looking for him nonstop. And he's like, man, you got to get me through to Lida. Like, she could die, and I can't. I could miss the opportunity to tell her that I love her, that I need her. Father.
That's so beautiful.
Oh my gosh, his little talk with her was so adorable. And so he passes out because he has no oxygen left. And they're like, okay, well, Lida's like, has just been reinstated as commander. And she's like, look, my first duty is to go to save my man. And she does. She gets out there, and she's, trying to, help him out and everything. But the commander has gotten to him first. And he's like, you have to tell us where the Citri is. Like, we're back on this. Yes, We are. We should have never left it because, you know, we're running out of time. And Lyda comes in like, oh no, not today, not on my watch, Satan, get thee beneath me. And like they start fighting, and I'm like, man, this is rough. Watching her get her butt, but she's giving as good as she gets. But I mean, it's rough. I'm like, why they just be beating up on these women like this? But I guess they want to show us, well, hey, look, if she can step up and be commander, then she can get her butt kicked just like anybody else. It's an equal opportunity world out here, and she had to get her butt kicked.
One really cool thing that I noticed, there was this like arm over arm block thing that Jaina and young Jaina and Lyda all did in this episode. It was like bow, 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 or something like that. And the commander noticed when she did that, and he was like, wait a minute, I know you. And at first I was like, oh my God, it's her uncle. It's Jaina.
Right, that's what I said. I was like, it's her uncle. And then he's like, no, I'm Geno's son. And I'm like, ah!
He said, I'm your grandson. But
he said, I'm your grandson. And I'm like, oh, you know, I screamed General Zod. One of us screamed it. I'm just saying. That's the way it happened. That's the way I remember it. Okay.
And it was fabulous. I have so many questions. Like, how did he go back in time? Is he the one trying to kill Superman's grandparents? Why is he, why does he want to end Brainiac so bad? You know, like, I have so many questions about why Zod is there now.
Man, anyway. I can't wait to find out. Like, I'm so excited about this thing. Like, you just don't know.
Yeah. This is going to be awesome. Like, finally, like, the show is showing some potential. Like, I'm super stoked about what's coming the next few episodes. I am really upset that we didn't see the voice of Rao in this episode, because we left him at the end of episode 4 with the thing going into his body and taking him over.
Well, I felt like they had to get all of this out because it's gonna come to a head soon. With the Sentry being in the voice of Rao, and with Brainiac coming, or I guess already here. So
basically, I'm excited to see it. So. Hey, Wednesday. And we're actually going to do it on Wednesday. Promise.
Promise. Okay. So she's never promised before. So we'll see. We're going to have to make it happen now.
I know.
But I mean, at least I did get to watch the episode one time. I mean, we just didn't record it. Sorry, guys. Right. But yeah, so that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and until Wednesday, have a great time. Bye.